Welcome to Salt Lake City. Thank you for joining us here for the 2002 Olympic Winter Games.
Yes, but before the competitions start, we will enjoy the spectacle of the opening ceremony, which promises to be very special indeed.
Welcome to one of the glamour events of the Olympic skiing, the men's downhill. Some good times already on the board. I wonder, what can the Norwegian competitor do? If you keep up this sort of speed, we may be in for something special. Over the rest of the course to make it onto the leaderboard. He's only just down on the leader's split time now. Wow! I don't feel we've seen anywhere near the best of this young skier.
Not the best of performances there, and he'll be bitterly disappointed with that. No, Stuart, he hasn't. He won't be happy at all with that performance.
This top section really sets the tone for the whole run. It was poor at best.
He never recovers his composure after the mistakes made in this early section. A great shame, really.
With all the mistakes he's making, it's really a wonder he ever made it to the bottom. We mustn't be too hard on the lad. After all, he's got a long career ahead of him. He's bound to improve.
Now if you watch, he loses a lot of time for this next part of the course. He's not taking a good line and he's losing speed on all of the turns. He needs to be thinking ahead a little and planning not just for the next gate, but for the one after that as well.
Yes, Graham, without that kind of planning, you're just setting yourself up for a fall.
I was expecting much more from him today. He's disappointed us all with his performance. Yes, and he'll need a lot of it if he wants to challenge those at the top of this sport.
Welcome to the K120 ski jump event. Next to go, the Norwegian jumper. And that's a fair jump from him. He achieved that takeoff with real style. That was good. Hope he can take that fine jump and add to it in the next round.
And he's just seen the style marks, and his reaction speaks for itself.
A truly incredible jump from this competitor, and he's up there now with the greats of ski jumping. And the next competitor to jump in the Olympic final is from Norway. Straight into a good flight position. Oh, he's landed it well. That's very, very good. Well, we've seen some great jumps here today at the Utah Olympic Park, but it was this young man who put in the performance of the day. He takes gold.
He's definitely got something to be happy about.
Here's the replay. What, this jump over and over again? It was just that good, Graham.
That's right, folks. You won't see a better jump than that in a very long time.
It's been a pleasure to witness this men's ski jump event here. Let's see those medals being presented now. Welcome to the first round of the Olympic men's parallel giant slalom snowboarding. States will be in the red lane. And they're both away with absolutely nothing separating them at this stage. But the Norwegian in the blue lane is leading as he passes the halfway point. The Norwegian riders for this race, the American will be on the blue course. What a good start from the red lane. The rider on the blue course is now lagging behind after the opening section. Lane rider. And that result confirms the Norwegian's place in the quarter-final. The American on the blue. On into round 2 of the giant slalom snowboarding here at the Park City Mountain Resort. And in the red lane, the Austrian. They're both away. Absolutely nothing separating them. And at the halfway mark, it looks like the Norwegian in the blue lane is leading. Significant margin, and that first run result means the for this race, the Austrian will be racing in the blue lane. Red lane out of the starting gate first. And the Norwegian on the red run, now looking good as he enters the bottom half of the course. Decisively. That confirms the Norwegian's place in the semi-final. The Austrian racing now on to the semi-final of this, the men's Olympic snowboarding parallel GS. And on the course with the red flags is the Italian snowboarder. The rider on the red course is left behind by his opponent. Well, the Norwegian in the blue lane is leading as he passes the halfway point. And that's a decisive win by the rider on the blue course. And with his win confirmed, the Norwegian rider's in a strong position after the first run. Racing on the blue course, racing in the blue lane is the Italian snowboarder. Rider in the red lane is out of the starting gate first. Is ahead as they reach the halfway mark. And the red course takes the win by a large margin. And there it is, the official confirmation of the Norwegian's place in the final. And that means that his opponent now will go in the consolation final. The Italian is racing on the blue course. Just 2 races left to decide who gets gold and who gets silver. Racing on the blue course will be the Norwegian rider, and on the course with the red flags is the Swiss snowboarder. quite literally nothing between them as they start the run. Still anyone's race as they pass the halfway mark. The rider in the blue lane. Confirmation on the scoreboard. That first run win means the Norwegian will start the second run with the advantage. On the blue course is the Swiss rider will be racing on the course marked with blue flags. And that start has left the rider on the blue course with some work to do. The red lane is ahead as they reach the halfway mark. And the red course takes the win by a large margin. And that confirmed result means that the Norwegian competitor takes the gold medal. Here's the Swiss rider on the blue course. You can see this was a fast start from the red lane.
Yes, that put him into the lead right out of the start, setting him up for a good top section.
Come on and get your camera. It's time to fill it up now.
That was a really strong run from the red lane rider.
Yes, Stuart, he was ahead at the midway mark and he turned that lead into a win by the time he got to the finishing line.
Certainly a performance for this Norwegian to be proud of. Let's go over now to the medal ceremony of the men's snowboarding giant slalom. Good afternoon, folks, as you join us at the start of the first run of the women's alpine slalom. Next up on the hill is the Norwegian skier. Oh, great start! If she can carry that speed through the course, that could be good for her. And she's just behind the leader as she comes into the split. to put a good performance in for the next run if she's going to get into a medal position, that's for sure.
It's hard to do whether she's annoyed with herself or not.
Next for us here, the Norwegian, looking focused, determined and very confident. And she's off to a very fast start. She's considerably down the leader at this point. Well, a reasonable overall performance, but not nearly good enough for a medal.
Her expression says it all.
Let's take another look at that run. That was one of the few bad performances we've seen here today, I must say. I'm quite surprised and disappointed for her that it was so poor.
Yes, Stuart, that bad start must have knocked her confidence, and it seems to have affected the rest of her performance.
There was certainly some shaky skiing technique on display during the second part of the course.
Yes, it certainly didn't help her get the run she was looking for.
Welcome to today's Olympic coverage. The run is here at the Deer Valley Resort for the women's freestyle aerials. Up the Norwegian competitor, calmly focusing herself on the jump she is about to attempt.
Well, having picked a very hard jump, this could be make or break time for her.
And she's got some great lift off the kicker. I think the judges will be marking her too highly for that jump. But that, she's left herself an awful lot to do.
That's a new personal best score for her, and she's certainly happy about it.
Let's look at this jump in more detail.
Showing your face.
Next up, the Norwegian competitor, calmly focusing herself on the jump she is about to attempt.
Well, she's picked a full double full. This triple back somersault is a very hard manoeuvre, so it should be good to watch.
she's getting good height from the kicker. Well, that jump lacked fluidity. I think she'll have dropped a lot of points there. She's ended the competition way down the scoreboard, which is so disappointing. The quality of the competitors here has been exceptional.
Well, she's certainly not at all pleased with that score.
Here's another chance to watch her performance again.
She got a good lift from the kicker, but really seemed to be floundering in the air.
Yeah, it was a great takeoff and landing, but her form was terrible. Hello and welcome to the men's two-man bobsleigh. Next at the top of the course, Norway. That start certainly has the trouble. They're off to a slow beginning to their challenge. Seem to be having trouble keeping in the optimum racing line. Times are not good. Negotiating the bend's not good. The second run will improve their position in the overall bobsleigh standings and even earn them a shot at a medal.
They don't appear to be overly happy with their performance during that run. They're lagging.
Will join us as the Norwegian team begin preparations for their run in the two-man bobsleigh event at these Olympic Games. Well, they're in the bobsleigh safely and are beginning their descent through the course. Well, they're having trouble getting into the corners smoothly and out of them. It's seriously slowing them down. They've got a lot of work to do. Representing their country in an Olympic Games. Next time, in 2006, they should do better.
That's not the kind of run they were expecting to deliver.
As we'll see again here in the replay, their performance has been overshadowed by the leaders. From the outset, it became apparent that they weren't showing the polish of a well-oiled team.
They really did seem to be having trouble navigating the course right from the outset.
A reasonable middle section from them, but lacking the polish of some of the runs we've seen.
Yes, the driver needed to be taking a better line through these corners and shaving off as much time as he could.
Well, Well, a reasonable run from the final split to the finish, but unfortunately not enough to improve the overall time significantly.
Yes, in the end they paid the price for mistakes made higher up on the course.
Well, this team certainly gave it their best, but in the end it just wasn't good enough.
Yes, they seem to be outclassed by the rest of the field right from the start.
I can't take it anymore. I have to.
Welcome to the closing ceremony of this year's Olympic Winter Games, and what a great competition it's been.
Yes, Stuart, there were some surprises along the way and fantastic performances across the board. This ceremony is a real chance for the competitors to celebrate their achievements.